So hey there, Spurs Talk, and welcome back to another video. And today we're just gonna take a look at the Collective podcast, and we're just gonna be talking about Brian Windhorst had a lot of positive things to say about Victor Wembanyama. So without any further ado, let's get the video started and let's just see what they have to say about it. So let's start the video right now, and here we go. So yeah, everyone, I have the video up here. It's on X, guys. So it's by Spurs Report, and we're just gonna take a look at the tweet and take a look at the podcast too. So let's get the video started right now, and here we go. And like I already said, this is by Spurs Report, and then according to the latest Hoops Collective podcast with Brian Windhorst, Victor Wembanyama is the number one player, followed by Luka Doncic as their choice to build an NBA franchise around. So let's take a listen to it and see what they have to say. So let's start the video, and here we go.
No, franchise.
Actually, here, let me put it pause, full screen, and then let me raise the volume all the way up. All right, and let me just hit play, and here we go.
No, franchise players, and basically, who do you want to build a franchise around? And it's building a franchise is in the eye of the beholder. Do you have a 10-year plan? Do you have a 15-year plan? Or are you just looking to maximize for the next 3 to 5 years? That's your call. But you are starting a franchise. These are the guys that we're picking to build around.
Okay. So why don't you go first?
Oh, well, I am going to, I think, take the obvious pick here, and I'm trying to build for the long haul with a certain Frenchman, Zachary Rissachet. No, just kidding. Obviously going with Victor Wembanyama here, and we're betting on the come here, Wendy. We're betting on the come.
Well, I mean, kinda. I mean, he's already he's already started delivering. But okay.
My point is, he's not the best player in the league right now, but I think he's going to be in the not too distant future, and I think he has a chance to be for a long, long time. And I think if we ask all 30 NBA general managers, my guess would be 90+% would say Victor Wembanyama for the answer to this question.
It's certainly a good pick. I mean, I think there's a couple of things if you want to go looking at having a franchise. Number one, he's on a rookie contract for the next 3 years. So in this day and age where every dime matters, because if you get too high of a salary, it really restricts how you can build your roster. For the next, if you drafted him first, for the next 3 years, you would have him on his rookie salary, although it's not cheap these days with number one overall pick. And then he would be on the fund max, even if he hits the Rose provision escalator. Having your best player on the fund max, especially if he's your highest paid player, really puts you in a great position to build the team around him. So any star player on a rookie contract instantaneously becomes attractive, Bontemps. And we have a player like this who has a reasonable chance, if he stays healthy, to be an all-NBA player in year 2. You're sort of on Luka Doncic, LeBron James territory. I'm not sure Durant was an all-NBA player in year 2.
I don't think it was quite that quick.
Yeah, but certainly he's got a great chance to be an all-star. And this is the type of player we see about once a decade if we're lucky. And so I certainly can see Bontemps why he would go with Victor number one. I would have gone with Victor number one as well.
Yeah, I think there's really only one other person you could really argue for, which is Luka. Which whoever picks second, I guess if you want me to pick second, I can take Luka second. But
he just horned his way into the second pick there.
He weaseled his way into it.
I'm happy to go third. I'm just saying it's the only debate I think is whether you want to go with Luka, who has already proven to be a guy who can get a team to the NBA Finals, who is a guy who's been the hub of the best offense in the league, who is a big guard who can obviously is an amazing passer and a guy who's
that's
won
all fine.
at
We're
every
talking
level.
about Wembanyama.
No, I know. I'm just saying, but I think it's a little less. I think there'd probably be more people who would take Luka than maybe McMahon initially would have said. I think that Victor would still be the majority pick at this point. But yeah, I mean, look, you look at what Victor did in the gold medal game. And even though he still has a lot of things to iron out in his game, still got to become a better shooter. We've talked about the ball handling, some of the other stuff he's still got to work on. He's obviously got a combination of physical gifts that we've rarely, if ever, seen. I mean, he's maybe Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the only guy who's got the sort of range of physical gifts in the history of the league that Victor does at that size, with that agility and ability to, shoot the ball and play all over the court. So, yeah, I mean, can't argue him being the first pick. And
okay, guys, that's the end of the video there, and yeah, they got some pretty good takes on Victor Wembanyama and everything. But yeah, like what they said in the podcast and everything, Victor Wembanyama does need to improve a little bit in shooting here and there in order to become a great player too. But let's see what happens in year 2, guys. I'm not too sure. You never know. You could be an all-star by year 2 as well. But I don't know, guys. That's really hard in year 2 to become an all-star player too. For sure, he's probably gonna win a couple awards too by the end of the season next year. And also, if he stays healthy, yeah, he can be one of the greatest players too if he stays healthy by the end of his career. But hey, guys, that's the end of that one right there. And then also another thing before I end the video today too, guys. This is again by Spurs Report. And this is just Chris Paul and everything, and he's been seen, practicing with some of the players on the team. And training camp doesn't start for another month, but they had a training camp a while back, and Chris Paul was in it. But yeah, guys, this is just a tweet on Spurs Report, and this is what they had to say. So, official training camp may not start for another month, but the Spurs already conducted an off-season training camp with a notable participation from Chris Paul, who spent the past week in San Antonio getting acquainted with the Spurs playbook, coaching staff, and players. He actively engaged in workouts with the team and demonstrating his commitment to both mentoring young talent and competing at a high level. And that's the end of the tweet there. So, guys, it's just a 10-second video so you guys can see here, Chris Paul working out with the team and everything too. So that's also another good thing to see there, guys. But hey, guys, just let me know your thoughts and everything down in the comment section below about the podcast, guys. But hey, guys, this just wraps up the video today. I just like to point that out to you guys today too. So make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Also hit the bell to see us up on my future videos. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys, and go Spurs go.